What is up, guys? It's time for another Marvel Champions weekly one-shot challenge. This week's challenge is called Fickle Crowds. We must defeat the MaGog villain using any hero, and during this scenario, at the end of each villain phase, we have to move one per player ratings counters from the challengers to the champion. So since we are playing as one player, at the end of every single villain phase, we have to move a counter from the challengers over to the champion, which is really bad. So we are taking on MaGog here on expert mode. So we have his B side face up right here. On standard, it's going to be the A side. So expert is going to be B right here. So it's 1 scheme, 3 attack, and a little bit more of a punishing force response and force interrupt. We are playing as the Wolverine hero right here because Wolverine's art is printed here on the challengers card for this scenario. So it's going to be super thematic with the challenger Wolverine versus the champion MaGog. And we start off here in our alter ego. And then it says here for the main scheme to include one modular set. So we are doing fantasy here from the Mojo Mania modular sets because fantasy is my favorite modular set in the entire game of Marvel Champions. So that's going to be super duper fun. And then, so we have that. And for setup, it says to put the champion environment card and the challenger's environment card into play, the booing side face up. So we have both of that right here, challengers and champion. Whenever each one of these cards hit 5 ratings counters, they're going to flip over to the cheering side right here. And if we hit 10 ratings counters on a cheering side, we win the game. If MaGog hits 10 on his cheering side, then he'll win the game. Let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B. It starts off here 1 times player threat. And then it says here that players cannot win the game unless they wow the crowd as a challenger. So the only way for us to win is to get the 10 range counters on here. And then as a force interrupt, when this scheme will be completed, so when it hits 6, we don't lose the game, but we instead get 2 range counters on the champion for MaGog, and then we remove all threat from this scheme. Both of these will start off here on the booing side. And then MaGog, he has a force response after he attacks and damages a character. We place 2 range counters on the champion. This is any character, so even if he attacks an ally and damages it, we get range counters on the champion, and there's no way to remove range counters from the champion. So it's pretty bad for us if he gets those counters, right? Because there's no way for us to prevent that or to take it back off. As a force interrupt, when MaGog would be defeated, so when we bring him down to 0 here, instead we set his hit points back up to 10, and then place 2 range counters on the challengers, and then deal each player a face down counter card. So that's kind of our main way to win by defeating him. We get an encounter card, but we get 2 range counters on the challengers. I think that's it for his setup. So let's go ahead and do Wolverine setup and shuffle up our player deck. And Wolverine here for his setup says to search your deck and discard off for the Wolverine's Claws upgrade put into place. We have that right here. As a hero action, when exhausted, choose an attack event in your hand. Take damage equal to its permanent cost. Play that event and ignore its resource cost. The attack will also have piercing. And this is a permanent upgrade, so it can never leave play. Let's draw up to our hand size here of 6 on our alter ego, and we're gonna get started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, okay, we got a double with Utopia, and we could just play X-Jet. I think, let's just do it. Yeah, we're just gonna hold on his hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and use a double here to play Utopia. It's a 2-cost support. If each of your allies has an X-Men trait, increase your ally limit by 1. After an X-Men ally enters play, we can exhaust Utopia to ready up an X-Men character. This would be 3 resources here, so we can play the X-Jet. It's a 3-cost support. We can exhaust the X-Jet to generate a water resource for a player whose identity has an X-Men trait. And the thing is, if we flip over to hero form, if MaGog attacks us with a base of 3 and we defend for 2, he's going to add range counters on the champion anyways. So I think we just stay in alter and hope he doesn't scheme out. If he schemes out, he's going to add the counters. But if he doesn't, then we will have a break. So let's just end our turn here. Draw back up to our hand size here of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Forge is useless here, but we can trigger Utopia with him. And then it is going to be MaGog's turn. So he's going to add 2 to the main. It goes up to 3. He's going to scheme because we're an alter ego with a base of 1 plus a boost card here of 2. Darn. Okay, so he does scheme for 3. When the main scheme hits 3, we remove all the threat from here and then give 2 range counters to the champion. So not the best start. Then he's going to deal us a face down counter card, which is defend the title in alter ego. Place 2 range counters on the champion. Okay, so terrible start. He goes up to 4 counters now. All right, and then at the end of the villain phase, we move a counter from challenger to champion, but there are no counters on here, so we don't have to do that. And this is only for the weekly one-shot challenge rules, but luckily there's no counters on here, so don't have to do anything. All right, it's back to our turn. We definitely got a flip here. Let's see, power of protection is not that useful right now. If I play Forge here, I think we just get set up more. Actually, I kind of want to just let him scheme again. because I want a bigger advantage. Is that a good idea? Probably not. But yeah, let's do that though. Okay, this is kind of weird, guys. So we're gonna hope to get a different X-Men ally next turn, and we're gonna hold on to this stuff. Let's do a resource here, so I can play Armor Vest. It's a 1-cost upgrade. You get +1 defense. Resource here, I play a Night Nurse. Coming with 3 med counters. We exhaust her to remove med counter from her, heal damage from here, and discard a stats card from it. And we're gonna stay in Ultra now because the main scheme is cleared and end our turn. Let's draw back up to 6 again, and I hope we get a better turn going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. MaGog's turn. He's gonna add 2 to the main. He's gonna scheme with a base of 1 plus a boost card of 0. Okay, and got rid of the advance, so he just schemed for 1. So it goes up to 3 now, and we get dealt 1 face down and counter card. We're just gonna be an assault. We're an Arc Eagle, so it surges into caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. I think I just lose this armored vest I just put down. Yeah, so we lose that. Okay, it's back to our turn. Super weird game as Wolverine, staying down 2 times in 1 turn. But I think now we can play Polaris. Let's see, we use the green double to play her. We could play North Star as well, and we can lunging strike. Okay, let's go ahead and flip over to hero form. We are going to thwart for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 1. We're going to exhaust the extra to generate a WA resource. This will be double when paying for a protection. Oh, wait. We're going to first use our claws here. Exhaust the claws. Take 3 damage. We drop from 10 down to 7. And then play lunging strike. We took 3 damage because of 3 costs from lunging strike with our claws effect. Do 8 damage to enemy. We're going to hit MaGog for 8. That'll bring from 10 down to 2. And then the attack has piercing and overkill because we use the claws to pay for it. And if we use the claws to pay for lunging strike says against overkill. It doesn't matter. He's down 2 life. So now we can use extra generate WA resource. This will be double when paying for a green card to play Polaris. When she enters play, give an X-Men character a tough stats card. Let's give Wolverine a tough stats card. So the reason that we did it like that is because if Wolverine has a tough stats card, he cannot use his claws because the tough will prevent us from taking damage, which is a cost to use the claws. When Polaris enters play, we exhaust Utopia to ready up in our X-Men character. Let's ready up Wolverine. This would be 3 resources here to play North Star, who's a 3-cost ally. And then let's check our discard pile here real quick. So we lost the armored vest, which is pretty big, but we have the energy barrier. We have 2 more energy barriers left in the deck. I think we're gonna stall a little bit. If I take MaGog out here, then we get range counters. But then because of the rules from weekly one shot, we lose the range counters, and then he adds a range counter every single turn. So I think we keep everyone's basic activation up here. Wolverine's gonna throw for 2, though, from the main scheme, clear that off, and then we're gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. Draw back up to our hands as a 5. We want to get more secure damage first before we start doing anything crazy. So draw back up to 5. MaGog's turn, he's going to add 2 to the main. He attacks us. We're going to take it because we have a tough stats card. Hit with a base of 3. Boost card is boost effect, fetch quest, or wait, put this card into play. It's a boost effect. Okay. It will surge though. Oh, it's put into play so it won't surge. So it comes in with 6 threat. It says when defeated, each player searches their deck for a card and plays it for free. It has no other effect. Okay, so that's fine. And then that's it with the boost effect. So just this 3 damage, knocks off our tough. He doesn't do damage to us when it attacks, so he doesn't get any range counters with his force response. Then we're dealt a face down counter card. Goblin with Surge. This minion can only take damage from cards with a printed physical resource. When he's defeated, remove 2 from a scheme. Surges into Jolt of Adrenaline. Attached to MaGog. He gets Retaliate 1 and Stalwart. Darn it. So our tackle and stuff's not going to work now with his Stalwart. Okay, so, okay. At the end of the villain phase now, we move a counter from challengers or champion. There's no counters to move, so we're fine with that. And then that's it. Okay, so it's back to our turn. So how do we defeat this man? Only from a physical resource. We might just use a tackle now. Oh, when a player phase begins with healing factor, we heal 2 damage, go from 7 up to 9. When we defeat him, we're going to take 2 threat off of scheme. So we want to get Fetch Quest pretty low. MaGog hits for 3. We did not draw an energy barrier. I really want to draw an energy barrier there because, yeah, we drew the energy barrier. That means we could have used North Star's effect to prevent MaGog from doing damage to us with the Jolt of Adrenaline. But we didn't get it. I could play the Come Get Me Bub. I don't think we want to do that. I think we're probably going to take damage from MaGog, so we're going to flip down here again. Actually, I could track by scent. If we defeat this thing, we can search your deck for a card play for free. But I want to save this because we know we have the energy barrier still in the deck. So I track by scent first here, I think. Let's exhaust the extra generate a wild resource. And then let's do... Actually, do I want to do that? Because I want to save this for the tackle here. Okay, let's do 2 resources here so I can play track by scent. Hero action, Thwart, remove 3 from a scheme. Let's clear off the main scheme. If this removes the last card from that scheme, we can draw 2 cards, hoping for an energy barrier. Okay, we did not get it. We got Jubilee, which is a lot of damage. Let's check our discard out here. How many Wolverine attack events did we get? Slice and Dice and Lightning Strike, and Berserker Barrage. So that's about half of them. Yeah, I want to stall longer here. I don't think we want to go for it yet. Let's do... I could just tackle the Goblin. If I defeat MaGog, yeah, we don't want to defeat him here. Yeah, we flip down. Okay, let's exhaust the extra generate a wild resource. We're going to declare it to be a physical. This would be 2 more for a total of 3 to play a tackle here. Actually, let's use Jubilee. 2 more for a total of 3 to play tackle. We're going to hit the Goblin here. It's a stun enemy, so we're going to stun the Goblin. If you pay for this using a physical resource, which we did, do 3 to enemy, that will knock out the Goblin here. Whenever he's defeated, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Let's drop Fetch Quest down to 4 threat. Alright, that's going to resolve the tackle there. Then Wolverine is going to thwart 2 from Fetch Quest, drop it down to 2. And then let's have Polaris thwart 1. Should take consequential damage, so we can clear it off if we need to. And then we're going to flip down here to Ultra Ego again, and our turn ready back up. Just kind of preparing here. And then we're going to drop back up to 6. Hold on to track by scent. Okay, we got the energy barriers now, so now we can prevent damage. Ooh, both of them. Not exactly what I want to see, but that's okay. MaGog's turn is going to add 2 to the main. Hopefully doesn't pop this. He's scheming with a base of 1 plus a boost card here of 3. Darn it. Okay, so he schemes for 4. That's going to advance the main scheme, adding 4 more threat. Then when that happens, we get 2 more counters on the champion. So he goes up to 3 counters now. Or 6, I mean. Whenever this hits more than 5, it flips over. And then when we flip to the side, each player draws a card. That's good. And then we remove all threat from the main scheme. Oh wait, this had 1 on Fetch Quest. And then that's it with that. We can delve face on counter card now, which is Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. So Fetch Quest goes up to 5. Alright, and then at the end of the villain phase, we move a counter here. There's nothing to move, but there are 6 counters in there, which is not good for us. And then that's going to end that. So it's back to our turn here. We don't have the healing factor in Alter Ego. Alright, so what do we do here? I have the energy bears in hand now. So I could X-Jet. And then I can't play both energy bears. Yeah, I was really hoping for a double there. Don't care about Iron Fist here, I think. So we could hold on to this. We could just double energy barrier, to be honest, because Automated Skeleton, we don't necessarily need that right now. Let's see, we play that, and then we play that. Yeah, okay. Let's use flip up to hero form. We're going to use extra generate a resource. This would be second resource to play our energy barrier. Comes with 3 reflection counters. When you would take any amount of damage, we can remove a reflection counter from here, prevent 1 damage, and do 1 damage to an enemy. Then we're going to use 2 resources here, so we can play a second energy barrier. Same effect. Whoops. Okay. Then we're going to thwart here with Wolverine. Polaris will also thwart for a total of 3. Drop the Fetch Quest down to 2 threat. Polaris takes a consequential damage. And that will end our turn again. Let's ready back up here. Draw back up to 5, holding on to both these cards. Okay, so it is MaGog's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. He is going to attack us here. We're going to defend the attack for 2. We're going to use North Star's effect as interrupt when a boost card is turned face up. Do 1 damage to North Star. And then we can cancel all the boost icons on that card. Actually, okay, when it's turned face up. So it's turned face up here is 1. We could not cancel it. No, I want to cancel it because I don't want to defeat MaGog right now. We defeat him next turn. Yeah, so we're going to cancel it by dealing damage to North Star. So MaGog's only hitting for 3. We're defending for 2. We use Energy Barrier. When you take any amount of damage, we prevent remove a counter, prevent 1 damage, and deal damage to enemy. So it hits MaGog for 1. Not attack, so we won't retaliate. But he now attacked us and dealt no damage, so we won't trigger his force response now. Then we get dealt a face-down counter card, which is Dragon. 1 scheme 3 attack, retaliate 1 in toughness. Double the amount of damage this minion takes from cards with a printed energy resource. Okay, do we have that? Lightning Strike is physical. Oh man, we don't have energies. Okay, it's back to our turn here. We have no... Okay, that's fine. Well, we have a Lunging Strike, which does enough, even without the double. Whenever this card's defeated, each player draws 4 cards. That could be good. He has a 4 booster. Okay, it's back to our turn. I think I want the card draw here. We want to cycle out here. Okay, let's do this. We're going to exhaust Wolverine's Claws. Take 3 damage. We draw from 9 down to 6. We can play an attack event for that 3 cost, and the attack has piercing with Wolverine's Claws effect. So we're going to pierce his tough and then do 8 damage with our Lunging Strike on the Dragon. Dragon has retaliate, so it's going to hit us back for 1. That'll bring us down to 5. And that's going to resolve our attack with a Lunging Strike. Okay. Then I think we have Polaris. Yeah, Polaris will swing for 2. We're going to take out the Dragon here. Whenever it's defeated, each player draws 4. We're looking for, I think, X. Oh, we got X. Okay, so we draw 4 cards, and then Polaris takes a consequent damage. She gets knocked out. Okay, so we want to cycle through as much as we can here. Because X will get the confuse on MaGog. And we can also, because we can get rid of the Jolt of Adrenaline if we knock him out, right? But then we have to start to gun on damage. X will ready us back up for us to attack again. Okay, I want to play Logan's Cabin to get the attack event. I want to play Professor X. And I want to play Adamantium Skeleton. I think that's what we're going for here, right? So if we deck out, we get a Lunging Strike back into our hand here. I wish I could do it twice. That's okay. Yeah, do we have a, oops, Lunging Strike? I think we went through both. Yeah, we get one of them back though with the Logan's Cabin. Actually, do I need to? Because I could actually instead just play Berserker Barrage, right? No, I mean, I'd rather get the skeleton out, right, than do that. Okay, so we get the cabin, and then we do the skeleton here, and then we play X. Okay, so let's use 2 resources here, so we can play our Adamantium Skeleton. You get +4 hit points. We go from 5 to 9. Our max hit points are now 14. Let's get +1 attack, and our base attacks gain piercing. Then let's exhaust the extra generate a wild resource to play Logan's Cabin. It's a 1-cost support with the alter ego action that we're going to do when we flip down. Then we can use 3 resources. Ooh, no, we have to take MaGog out first. I wanted to get the Utopia, but X's effect won't be able to trigger. Okay, North Star is going to swing for 2 on MaGog. So as a force interrupt, when he would be defeated, set his hit points dials back up to 10. Place 2 range counters on the challengers. So we get our first counters now. And then deal each player face on a counter card. And as a force response, when his hit points are reset, so it's still part of the force interrupt, we discard this card and get a range counters on the challengers. So the retaliate is now gone, and so is the stalwart. So we go up to 3 on challengers, and that happens as a response to this interrupt. And then after that happens, North Star will take a consequent damage, so he stays alive. Then now we're going to use 3 resources here. Oops, 3 resources here, so I can play Professor X. When he enters play, choose one. We pick the one to confuse the villain. And then we can also exhaust Utopia when X enters play to ripen our X-Men character. Let's ready a Wolverine. So we save this for the other Lunging Strike, right? Let's do X will thwart for 3, clear off the main scheme. He'll take consequent damage. We're going to flip down to Alter Ego. Let's exhaust, recover by 6. Wait. Or we could attack for 3. Do I attack for 3? Let's attack for 3. We're going to swing here for 3 with our skeleton. So that'll bring MaGog from 10 down to 7. I think with the gun on damage now. All right, that's going to end our turn. Oh, wait, and then we flip down to Alter Ego, right? We use Logan's Cabin. Exhaust card, shuffle a Wolverine card from discard pile into your deck. So we're going to shuffle our Lunging Strike here. Where is it? From a discard pile back into our deck. And we're going to draw it up for sure here because now we have 5 cards left in our deck and our hands has a 6 and Arch Eagle. So shuffle up. Okay, just a lot of encounter cards here. All right, that's going to end our turn now. So we're ready back up. I almost forgot to do the whole thing I was planning on doing. Ready back up. Draw back up to our hand size of 6. We deck out. Some doubles and armor. Okay, good double face on encounter card for decking out. So we have a lot of encounter cards this turn. Shuffle discard pile back into the deck. The good thing is we can take a scheme activation from him, but this is gonna get close. All right, and we're drawing 2 more cards, back up to 6. So 1, actually 1, 2, no, just 1 more card. We already had 5. All right, so we got that. Let's put our hand over here, and it is MaGog's turn. He's gonna add 2 to the main. He's gonna scheme, but he's confused because the Stalwart's gone, and then he deals with face on counter card for a total of 3. All right, first one, Past Demons. You may flip to Arch Eagle. We are in it. We can exhaust ourselves or get stunned and confused. Let's check here. Is exhaustion gone? We have not seen the exhaustion. If we exhaust ourselves, we can get it ready with armor. Let's take the exhaust here. We have Night Nurse, but I don't want to get stunned and confused because I might want to play Track by Scent. So we're gonna take the exhaust here and then remove this card from the game. Next encounter card, in Advance. MaGog schemes for 1 plus a boost card of 0. So it's only scheming for 1. Main scheme goes up to 3. That's fine. Last encounter card, Surprise Contender. With Villainous, after he attacks and damages a character, place a range counter on a champion. Now it's going to end the villain phase. He doesn't do anything right now. So we move a counter from us. So we go down to 2 over to the champion. And now they're at 7. We get 1 every single turn. So we're on a ticking time bomb. If he hits 10 here, he's going to win. All right, it's back to our turn. X will leave play if he's going to play at the end of the round. All right. So we got Surprise Contender here. We could get Overkill with our Lunging Strike. We have Armor and Track by Scent. Probably have to Track by Scent here. Actually, do I? Both Advance are gone. Because this plays Armor, Track by Scent. We can just get a free card draw though. Okay, let's flip up to Hero Form. We're going to use 2 resources here so I can play Track by Scent. Hero action, Thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Let's clear off the main scheme. If this removes a last from that scheme, we can draw 2 cards. So 1, 2. Okay. Then we're going to exhaust our claws, take 3. We draw from 9 down to 6 to play Lunging Strike. Hero action attack, do 8 damage. And then we're going to hit Surprise Contender for 8. If you exhaust a claw for this attack, again, it's Overkill. So 8 to Surprise Contender, 1 to MaGog. That'll bring him down to 6. And then after we defeat Surprise Contender, we place 2 range counters on the challenger. So we get 2 more counters here, go up to 4. And this guy is defeated. Okay, that's going to resolve the Lunging Strike. How do we do this? We're going to use a double here when paying for a green card so we can play Armor. Play only if your Jenny has X-Men shirt. We have the X-Men shirt. She comes with Toughness. And after we play an X-Men ally, we can exhaust Utopia to ready up another X-Men character. Let's ready up Wolverine. Okay. And then I think I don't use a Come Get Me Bub. Instead, I save the double and play down the 3rd energy barrier. Okay, we're going to swing for 3 because we have +1 attack with our skeleton on MaGog. That'll bring from 6 down, 6 down to 3. All right, and then we're going to exhaust the X shed to generate a resource. This would be a 2nd resource here to play our energy barrier. A 3rd one, also with 3 reflection counters. Okay, that can prevent damage when we defend against his attacks after armor, right? And then we're holding to double in our hand. Let's get the allies up here. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we're going to draw back up to our hand size here, 5. We got Jubilee. We got a lot of damage here. Okay, so it is MaGog's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. He's going to attack us. Armor is going to block. He's hit with a base of 3. Gets a boost card here. Review this card. After MaGog's hit points are reset, place a range counter on the challenger in this card's card. He has +1 attack, +1 scheme. So he's going to hit for 4. Knocks off Armor's Tough. That's fine. And then that's it with that, right? Yeah. Then we get dealt a face on a counter card. which is going to be exhaustion. Darn it, exhaust your identity. Surges. Stage fright. You are confused. Place 2 threat on the main scheme. 4 instead if there are more range counters on the challengers and a champion. There are not. So just 2 threat on the main goes up to 4. Right? If there are more range counters on the challengers, yeah, there's not. He's winning right now. Right? And then it is back to our turn. Oh wait, no. And then at the end of the thing, we have to move a counter here to here because of the weekly one-shot challenge. He's at 8. He's gonna win at 10. We have 2 more turns to kill him. Okay. And then now it's back to our turn. All right, we're gonna use our healing factor. We heal 2 when player phase begins. Go up to 8 life. Darn it, the exhaustion hurts here a lot, actually. If I do, I mean, we just have to go for it here. I think we have no other choice. We can energy barrier actually as well, which would be huge if we're missing damage. Okay, so what do we do here? First, we're gonna Night Nurse. Exhaust his card, remove a counter. Discard a stats card from your hero and heal damage. So we go up to 9 life. All right. Then, do we have the thwarting for Fetch Quest? I don't think we have the thwarting actually. We have no way to draw. Armor is exhausted. We need the ready from Jubilee on Wolverine though. Yeah, we have no way to, unless Jubilee and Northstar thwarts this thing out. Should we do that? I should have kept this at 1, but I don't think there's any way for me to get it at 1 earlier. Let's exhaust the... No, we don't use extra yet. We're going to use 2 resources here so I can play Jubilee. Jubilee is an X-Men ally, so when she enters play, we can exhaust Utopia to read up in her X-Men character, Wolverine. And then when Jubilee enters play, choose an enemy. We're going to choose MaGog. Until the end of this phase, while Wolverine and Jubilee is making a base attack against the enemy, we get +2 for that attack. Okay, so let's go ahead and have Jubilee swing for 3 on MaGog, right? We have a tackle. I think we just have to hope that that works out. Yeah, we're going to swing for 3 on MaGog. That will bring him from 3 down to 0. That's going to flip. Wait, and then when that happens, we get dealt a face-down counter card. And we place 2 range counters on the challengers. So we go up to 5. And then we discard this card. And we get another range counter on a challenger. So we go get another one. So we go up to 6. And then, okay, now we got more than that. So this is going to flip over when we get more than 5. So when we flip this side, search and counter discard power for a surprise contender, put into play, engage with the first player. So we get this guy back again. And MaGog's hit points get set back up to 10. Okay. How do I don't know if I can kill both these guys, though. It's the only problem. Jubilee will take a consequent damage. Yeah, we need to trigger Fetch Quest here, but I didn't have the thwart. We could tackle. We need to tackle into MaGog. And then this guy has Villainous. Darn it. Okay. We're going to, let's do extra generate physical resource. Tackle is 2 more for a total of 3. Or so we can play a tackle. Stun an enemy. Let's stun MaGog. And then we do 3 damage because we use a physical resource to pay for a tackle. That dropped down to 7. Alright. And then Wolverine, we still have our basic activation. We have plus... Oh, we're swinging for 5 with Jubilee. This effect on MaGog, right? We get +2. So let's go ahead and swing... Wait, or do I thwart 2? He's stunned. We have 3 energy barrier pings. So if I thwart 2, I can take this guy out. He's down to 5. Okay, we're going to thwart for 2 with Wolverine. Clear off the Fetch Quest. When this side scheme is defeated, we can search each player may search their deck for a card and play that card for free. Oh, we play it for free. We can't use our claws. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so we search our deck for any card and play for free. So I was going to get Lunging Strike here. But do I go over something else now? Slice and Dice? Slice and Dice will do 3/3. I wanted the overkill from Lunging Strike, but I won't get the overkill. I could defeat MaGog. Yeah, I think we just go for Lunging Strike. So we play Lunging Strike here for free. Here, action attack, deal 8 damage to an enemy. So, no, I want his attack. So what we're going to do is we're going to do slice and dice. Here, action attack, do 3 damage to enemy and 3 damage to enemy. So we're going to do all 6 damage on the surprise contender here, leaving him alive with 1 hit point. Okay, shuffle up our deck. So he has 6 damage. All right, that's going to resolve the slice and dice, which we can play with our fetch quest. All right, so we got that. And then North Star has to thwart, because if this pops, we lose, right? Yeah, North Star's going to thwart for 1 from the main. He'll take consequent damage and get discarded here. Okay, and that's going to end our turn. Let's write back up. Darn, okay. We're going to draw back up to 5 here. This is pretty dicey. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got a lunging strike, so that is really good to see. And we can get it ready. Okay, it is MaGog's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. It goes up to 5. I believe there's no more advances. He's going to attack, but he's stunned, so it won't go through. Surprise contender here is going to attack us for 2. He also gets a boost card. Oh, I have to defend it, so we may not have to kill anymore. We're going to defend here for 2. Oh, what if he gets a low boost? I want to energy barrier it. Oh, wait, no. We defeat him. Okay, yeah. So we're not going to defend him. We're going to take the attack. Same with the base of 2 plus a boost card here. Boost effect is discard 1 card from your hand. Let's discard the med team. Okay, so he's going to do 2 damage to us with our energy barrier. When you take any amount of damage from an attack, remove a counter. So we're going to do 1 from this one, 1 from this one to prevent 1 of the damage. So we can prevent all the damage, take no damage, and then do 1 damage to enemy for each counter removed. So 1 on MaGog brings him down to 6, and then 1 on surprise contender will knock him out. When he's defeated, we get another 2 range counters on the challengers here. So we're up to 8. Okay, then MaGog's going to deal us a face down and counter card. Whoops, 1 face down counter card for a total of 2 here, right? Yeah, first one is Game of Mojos. Each player gets +1 hand size. When reviewed, discard each other setting environment play. If this card is reviewed in the counter deck, it gains Surge. So it does gain Surge here with the Amplify. We got Pump Up the Crowd. Side scheme with 4 threat. When reviewed, if champion is on a cheering side, it is on a cheering side. Additional threat here, so we're going to have 5. And then when it's defeated, we get a range counters on the challengers. Shall the Pass, so our Nemesis comes out. But I think that's actually okay. I don't think it has guard, right? We get Omega Red. Retaliate 1 steady. Whenever he attacks, you do 1 damage to each character you control. Carbonadium Synthesizer. Shuffle these 3 Nemesis cards into the encounter deck. So while the Carbonadium Synthesizer is in play, Omega Red cannot be defeated with an acceleration and 5 threat on there. And at the end of the villain phase, because of the rule with the scan, with the move account from here to here. So now he is at 9. He's going to win next turn for sure. Challengers has 7. We got to do 3 counters. We defeat him and clear us off, then we get our 3 counters. Okay, so it's back to our turn here. We have no draw power. That's fine, right? Do we have the thwart removal? Or do I go for, I think I can kill him twice as well, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we get ready from Polaris. Yeah, okay. So we got it, I think. I hope so. Okay, we're going to do, Wolverine's going to swing for 3. Ignore Omega Red, because he doesn't have guard. So we have +1 attack with our skeleton. We're hit MaGog. That'll bring him from 6 down to 3. Right? Yeah, I'm missing anything. Okay, Jubilee's going to swing for 1. That'll bring him from 3 down to 2. Jubilee takes consequent damage. She gets knocked out. All right, then we're going to have Armor swing for, wait, no, we're not going to do that. Then we're going to exhaust the extra to generate a wild resource. This would be 2 more for a total of 3. So we can play Polaris. When a sheet enters play, give an X-Men character a tough stats card. We're going to give the tough stats card to herself, not Wolverine. And we can exhaust Utopia. When she enters play to rep on her X-Men character, let's ready up Wolverine. Then Polaris is going to swing for 2 on MaGog. That will bring him down to 0. Okay, so when he will be defeated, we get 2 more counters here on the challengers. So we go up to 9 as well. And then we get dealt a face down counter card, and we set his hit points back up to 10. Polaris would take consequent damage. She loses her tough stats card. Then we're going to have Armor swing for 1 on MaGog. That'll bring it from 10 down to 9. She would take consequent damage. Wolverine's going to swing for +1 with our skeleton. So 3 on MaGog. That'll bring it from 9 down to 6. And then we can exhaust our claws. take 3 damage. We drop from 9 down to 6. So we could play a lunging strike here, actually attack, do 8 damage to enemy. So we're going to hit MaGog here for another 8, and that'll bring it from 6 down to 0. And whenever that happens, we get 2 more ratings counters. I'm out of counters here. Let's just use energy barrier stuff here. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 counters, which is more than 10. And we win the game whenever we have 10 counters. Even through the Fickle crowd, they're still cheering for us on the cheering side with 10 counters. Yeah, that was a super duper tough and close game. He had 9. If he got 10, he would have won. We could have also, instead of defeating, so the plan was to defeat MaGog twice, but as in kind card, we got this side scheme here. So if we clear the side scheme, we also get a range counters on the challengers. So if we instead, we just play Lunging Strike to bring MaGog down 0 one time and have all the allies store for 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have another ally? 5 with Jubilee to clear off Pump the Crowd. Then that would have also gave us 10 counters. But this way we get 11, and we get to defeat MaGog 2 times in the last turn here to win the game. And yeah, oh, and he deals another face and counter card because we defeated him again. But yeah, that was a super duper tough weekly one-shot challenge. I feel like these are definitely getting tougher. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.